So generally speaking, the minimum blade length we will use in Mcgrath'S for a hammer grip knife is about 1 hand length of your body. You get enough reach there. And that's a preferred grip for something this long. It's also based on the idea, this is a fairly lightweight blade like a K-bar or maybe a kitchen knife. So this is not a heavy chopper where you can, cut the guy's head off with a 7-inch blade or 8-inch blade. This is something lightweight. So we're using this, in our diagonal 1 and 2s, basically as an area denial weapon to capture center line. So I'll move behind the blade, I've got center line, and then I'll thrust from there, and that thrust to the eye or the head to knock his head backwards. That's more of a fight stopper to get him off his game plan than if I cut his throat. You can cut the guy's carotid artery and he will eventually die and bleed out, but he's still conscious for several seconds and he can stab you back. It's not going to help you if you die several seconds after him. So the idea here is distract, capture center line, and then right from there thrust into the eye, or they actually will target between the eyes a lot of times to snap his head back, and then move and try to do something to escape his power zone here. And that's true of a forehand. That's also true of a backhand. We're capturing center line. We're moving our body 1 step to the side. So my right arm now is at center, and I'm going to go for the eye or forehead or other targets from there. So you can see there's a real difference in use between small impact weapon like a palm stick, a small knife held in ice pick grip, or a larger but lightweight knife held in hammer grip in the Mcgrath'S system. A preferred grip with this size knife is an ice pick grip because you can get more bang for a buck. And here we're not going for the collarbone as we did in the palm stick. We're going for the tissue behind it, trying to get into the body. And what I tell people is pretend like you're doing a hammer fist and using your wrist to attack the collarbone, but the blade is actually behind that in the soft tissue in this triangular juncture here. So you're coming in this angle and this angle. It's a lot easier on this type of target because I'm not going to penetrate the bob target with a training knife. If you look, I'm kind of doing a hammer fist. Oops, come here, you. I'm kind of doing a hammer fist with my wrist hitting the collarbone. That means my knife hand, the knife is behind that into the soft tissue back there. So this is pretty close to what you're doing in the air or when you're blocking an arm, but you're doing it with the impact point of the target being the soft tissue behind the collarbone to get vital targets in that area. So that's how we use a ice pick grip knife in Mcgrath'S on angles 1 and 2.